Holy moly. Look, okay? Before you start having your one-sided opinion before finishing this video, let me just say, I'm not a romance guru. Romance is one of my least favorite genres, and I barely have shows in the genre that I would even say I really liked. You can love romance. This video, although, is coming from someone who unfortunately doesn't. Now, I've been watching anime for a while now, 2 days to be exact, so I feel like I've gained enough knowledge and experience to judge an entire genre of anime by myself. Firstly, when I say romance anime are getting boring, I'm primarily talking about the anime that focus on romance as its forefront. Kaguya-sama doesn't count, it focuses on its comedic aspects. Bakemonogatari doesn't count, it's a really weird show. And Bunny Girl Senpai doesn't count. It's also a really funny show. And the list goes on. Well, let's think about a bit of older anime. Toradora was a romance that I and many other people found enjoyable, apart from Tony the Tiger. Fruits Basket is a shoujo that many girls enjoyed, and the reboot is a really popular anime as a whole. And there's even Your Lie in April, which I still haven't recovered from. But nowadays, what are the most popular romance animes we can go off of? Instead of just handpicking some of the worst shows off my anime list, I've decided to talk about the shows that have their main heroine be a part of the 5 horsewomen of anime. If you haven't seen it, it's this image. So yeah, let's run through this quickly. Uzaki-chan is an absolutely mediocre show, and an even worse romance show. Honestly, the fact that Uzaki-chan has Zika boobs meant that the show's comedy would revolve around, oh no, is he mistakenly groping her boobs whilst blindfolded again? Well, you might see this as a joke, but I would just call it being good friends. They so happen to start dating in season 2, and this is just another example of them just being good friends. I've read 30 doujinshis to perfectly depict their relationship and study how the community would have portrayed the sexual desires of these characters by using very detailed drawings of sexual situations they had gotten themselves into. And to me, this just looks like friends with benefits. And yeah, I'd give this a 5 out of 10. Nagatoro-san was a decent show. For a character that was actually everywhere, I could not go through a Discord server without someone having a Nagatoro PFP once the show dropped. And the show is fine. Nagatoro is fine. It's the most alright... Okay, just calm down. It's the most mid romance I've really seen. If we were doing normal standings, 5 out of 10 would have been the show's score, but mediocre for anime is a 7 out of 10. My Dress Up Darling is actually the only manga I haven't read out of these shows, and was unironically the show I enjoyed the most. Something was nice about it not just being a boring high school teasing relationship, but also a bit of professionalism was added due to them not only being friends, but cosplayer and cosplay maker. There was obviously a bit of horny bait, which is fine, most shows have it anyways, but definitely was still my favorite, a 8 out of 10. Okay, so this show is the definition of nothing. The main heroine doesn't talk and everyone swoons over her. Now look, Komi is cute, but the show was the most consistent lullaby I could have asked for. I got through the first 7 episodes and then proceeded to go watch a very charming and handsome show. The over-exaggeration of every joke was to play off the fact that Komi-san is absolutely absent when it comes to 90% of the conversations. Still a respectable 6 out of 10. Spy Family isn't a romance, so I'll just replace this with Shikimori-san. And this was the most boring romance. Shikimori was okay as a character, but the sheer patheticness of the main guy was really boring and drab. The plot felt barely interesting enough, and for that, I will have to say it was a stronger tranquilizer than Komi-san. Hey, don't clap for that. A strong 4 out of 10. That's literally what I think of the Five Horsewomen. With an average score of 6, it goes to show how the recent representation of most romance anime hasn't been doing too well. I do think Horimiya is one of the better romances, and it did come out in recent years, but why would I praise there being one gem in anime when there is stuff like Romantic Killer and My Girlfriend is a Gal? Where in the past we had much more charming shows. Oreguru Snafu was an absolutely great romance. Clannad just being such a goddamn good show. Fruits Basket being an absolutely masterclass. Shoujo and Boku no Pico, Kiss Exes, Himagato, Orimo, Domestic Girlfriend, and especially Eromanga Sensei, all being peak romance. Wait. If you did enjoy this, please like and subscribe. Subscribe. Dude, that's dumb.